Morning Sunshine, welcome to Phasmophobia and this week's challenge, Detectives Only on Edgefield Road. So, let's hop in and take a look. Okay, what do we have? Okay, no setup time, but we do have... Oh, even the fuse box on the map, how convenient. We do know the sanity, we are having the screen, and we do have everything, and it is tier 1, okay, perfect. So, I already know this challenge, so I'll give you a quick rundown. This is a no evidence challenge. In case you're not familiar, this means we are having no primary evidences. So, we are not going to find EMF, UV, ghostwriting, yada yada yada. And the idea is to find out which kind of ghost it is by its behavior, by secondary evidences, all that stuff. But I'm gonna run you through that. But first things first. Let's turn on the light so we are not just burning through our sanity. And after that one, find the ghost. Okay, way better. Still looks oddly wet, but okay. So, finding the ghost, well, that's pretty much business as usual. EMF and thermo should do the trick. Ah, there we go, we got the cursed possession. It's the Ouija board. Well, I can already tell you something. The Ouija board can be used to figure out one kind of ghost. It is the Fae. Because the Fae ages when the player is in its vicinity, and when you ask for the ghost's age, it's actually reflected on the board. So that is one niche thing we can use to figure out at least one of them. The light suddenly turns... That's the ghost, pretty sure. But, wait a second. You just turned the light off, but it means at one point you must have turned it on, because you just flipped the switch. So, we can already rule out the mayor, because you must have turned on the light and then once again turned it off. So we can already rule that one out. So let's start the investigation, business as usual. Well, actually, not quite. Because usually I would throw in the camera, dots, yada yada yada, but that is useless and that is useless, never gonna need you, and that as well. The only type of evidence equipment which is still useful is the camera, but we're gonna dip into that one in a moment. Let's quickly take a look. Do we see any ghost orbs? Because primary evidences are no more there, but you just the light? Yeah, what was that? Did you turn off 3 lights simultaneously? What the? Anyway. The regular ghost orbs are no more there, but the Mimic still has the fake ghost orb, so in case we see any ghost orbs, we can already say it is the Mimic, which it is not, at least this time, okay. So that's already one down. So we can rule out the Mimic, and let's quickly take a look for another one, the Onryo, because that one is also rather easy to figure out, and we can also check for the shade in that moment. Oh, and by the way, the screen is also still really useful. You will not be able to get EMF 5, but you can still check for the twin interaction and for the polter explosion. So if you see one that changes its angle, then they are twin. And if you see something above EMF 6, well, in that case, since there's no EMF 5, you can already say once you see something higher than EMF 4, it's probably a polter explosion. But one step after the other, let's take a look for Onryo and the shade. Because the thing is, once the Onryo blows out 3 candles, the Onryo is going to initiate the hunt, hence the cross already being here. And the second one we can test is the shade, because the shade is unable to, well, for once use the writing book when a player is in the same room as the ghost, but that's not too useful right now. But it also works with candles. So should a ghost blow out the candles while the player's in the same room, we can rule out the shade. So, okay, there we go. Hey there. So, the ghost was in the same room, blew out 2 candles. One would have been enough to say it is not a shade, so we can rule out that one as well, okay. So only one more to test for the Onryo. Ah, there we go, that's number 3. And you try to initiate the hunt. There we go. Well, we checked for ghost orbs, so we can say it's not a mimic, so... Morning sunshine is my thing. It's not a mimic, but it initiated a hunt after 3 candles. 1 left. It's an Onryo. That already worked pretty quickly. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that on the next one I'll be able to show you a few more things. And just to show you, it is one. There we go, Onryo. So, rinse and repeat, and only 2 more. Oh, and that's why you always use a condom. Anyway. Any ghosts around? Ah. Okay, there we go. We found the ghost room, so rinse and repeat. By the way, in a situation like that, testing for the shade is a little bit more difficult, because the thing is, the shade can interact with the candles while being, for example, in that room, or in that room, or in that room, or in that room. So it doesn't matter if the ghost is in the vicinity, it's about being in the same room. So sometimes the shade test is a little bit difficult. The Ouija board is the fixed cursed possession, so it's always the Ouija board. So no matter what happens, you can always test for the fade. Was that the UI's ability? Oh, would you look at that? We suddenly lost a whole lot of sanity. And it is about 25. Just if there was any sort of ghost which has some sort of door closing ability which suddenly takes away about 25% of your sanity. Oh, we got a UI. Okay, that was another pretty easy one. Yeah, definitely no ghost orbs. Double checking for ghost orbs is never a bad idea in general. Sometimes they are just in odd positions, but that's 2 down, only 1 more to go. So I think I need to do this a little bit different, because I haven't even shown you half of the stuff you can...
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
What? I lost about 20% sanity. There has never been an event, right? I was at 98 and I dropped to about 70, 75. Something drained 20% of my sanity by doing nothing while it's being an Obake. Failing doesn't matter, dying doesn't matter. Let's just rinse and repeat. Ah, yes. And the ghost already tries to stab me. I can understand that. Onryo test, and keep in mind, not at the edge of a room, even though this is Edgefield, so there's already enough edging. We want to do it somewhere inside of the room, just to make sure when it blows out the candle, it is indeed a shade or not a shade. Oh. Candle the first, candle the second, only 1 more. Onryo or not. Oh, by the way, that was pretty close in the room. I've been here the entire time. The ghost is here the entire time. We can rule out the shade. Ah, perfect. That's another one we can rule out. Because, wait a second. A photo, ghost. Because there's a whole lot more stuff. And we got a ghost picture, and in composing you can see the ghost glitched out, it got a bit distorted and whatnot, and most importantly, it is indeed a ghost picture. We can see the ghost, so we can rule out the Phantom, because the Phantom, well, there you can also use a wormer trap to check for the Phantom, but, well, the camera is a bit easier. Let's quickly take a look. Sanity-wise, we lost almost 20%, but not quite there yet. Okay, so in that case, there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. So let's grab a boatload of salt. And did you turn off the fuse box? Nope, this is actually perfectly fine. I'm not mad at all, because there are two ghosts which are fuse box related. In case the fuse box gets turned on, we can rule out the Hantu, because the Hantu is unable to turn it on. And in case it gets turned off, we can rule out the Djinn, because the Djinn is unable to turn it off, because their abilities depend on the fuse box being either on or off. There we go. So we can rule out the Djinn. And while we wait for Jerry to finally give us a good blow, let's put some salt in choke points. Yeah, how about some there, a bit more over there, and just for good measure. And let's test for the wave. Oh, okay, it is not a wave. There we go. While there are several different versions of testing for the wave, going with some salt and waiting for does the ghost disturb the salt or not is also a good way. So, and by the way, in case you are not 100% sure about it being a wave, or if it, in case you never see the salt getting disturbed, at that point you can just put down a motion sensor and then take a look. If the motion sensor gets activated, what? Yeah, I got it, you're not a wave, shut up. In case the motion sensor gets activated and the salt just doesn't get disturbed even though the ghost walks through there, then you can be sure it is a wave. Or, well, wave, you can of course just go for the wormer trap. Just a quick double check. Still no ghost orbs, okay. Ah, finally. Let's candle the third and... just like money. Okay, nothing. So this time we can for sure rule out the Onryo. Perfect, that's another one. By the way, of course, the Mimic, since we're not having any ghost orbs. So let's quickly take a look. Is there another one we can actively rule out? Well, I talked 2 times about the wormer trap, but that's one I haven't shown you yet. So let's also quickly do that one. And the idea behind the wormer trap is using the EMF reader, motion sensors and salt to combine it in a hallway to test for the 3 wormers: Phantom, Wave and Banshee. Well, Phantom and Wave are no more necessary, same goes for the salt, because, well, we already used the salt and you can see we can already rule out the Wave, but we can still test for the Banshee. But it's gonna be a light version, because we don't need the EMF reader for Phantom and Wave, no salt for Wave, we basically just need the motion sensors and just wait a moment. Does it roam over to the position? I even use the parabolic microphone just for the fun of it, and yep, that's it. So, and the beauty of the Banshee is the beauty of the Banshee is there's also this version with the parabolic microphone and the Banshee scream to check for is it a Banshee or not. Or, well, the best part is the Phantom and the Wave use the ability, well, sometimes, but the Banshee... Oh. Just an event? Yeah, just an event. The Banshee spams its ability. So if you spend maybe 2 minutes in a wormer trap and the ghost never roamed over to your position, you can be sure it's not a Banshee. But just keep in mind to be on the same level as the ghost, because otherwise the worm trap will not work for the banshee, but for the two others. Oddly quiet. This is still the ghost room, right? Okay, it is still the ghost room, because that's another one we can rule out. That's a negative test. Once the ghost changed ghost room, we can rule out the Gorio, but we are not there yet, unfortunately. But I think that was enough time for the banshee, so we can also rule that one out. Is there another one we can actively figure out? Because there are, I see the secondary evidence tests a bit like active tests, like just a fuse box, definitely not a Jinn. I see it as there are active tests, like the one with the on Ryu you can do and yeah, just figured it out that way. And then there are passive tests, which rely on the ghost does it. For example, if they are having some sort of ability like the UI's ability, or if there are, what else is there? Something like the polter explosion, stuff like that. So that stuff you can't just force. Well, Mare? I did not turn it off, that was the ghost. But no, the Mare test, well, yeah, have fun with that one. Just flipping a switch every 5 seconds. Anyway, well, we can still check if it is a they. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary yet, but let's just do it. How old are you? 53? Perfect. Goodbye. So, and should we ever encounter another number than 53, then we can tell it's... Oh no, never mind, we are good. It's not a they. And, by the way, now we are at the last stage, because after doing all the active tests and having no luck with the passive ones, there's still one thing left to do. Getting haunted. And that one, there are several different things we have to be careful about. For once, how fast it is. Is it something speed related? For example, the Revenant, the Hantu, the Dio, the Fae, stuff like that. Are there any special behaviors during the hunt? For example, the Polter's going to throw around a lot of stuff, a whole lot of tossing with that one. The Yokai will not be able to sense equipment and hear you, so you can just do the radio thingy to check for is it a Yokai or not. Or is it blinking more or less? Is it either a Oni or a Phantom? And yep, that should be everything about that part. And another one to keep in mind, we do have the beautiful screen here, and it is really useful for figuring out some of the other ghosts, because different ghosts are having different senti thresholds to initiate a hunt. So one I can already tell you with a good amount of confidence, it is not a demon. The demon would have been able to hunt at a 70% average sanity. We've been there quite some time, so that one should be good. And by just being in there, we can then, after getting hunted, surviving the hunt and checking anything out of the ordinary, we can just go back and then see at which point did the ghost initiate the hunt, and, for example, rule out the Shade, the Dio. Well, after getting hunted by a Dio, you don't need to see the threshold, but still. So let's just grab as much as we want or need or whatever, and let's... You are Hantu. And let's just get haunted and see anything happening. Jesus, stop turning off the fuse box. Oh, okay, there we go. I just heard the ghost trying to initiate the hunt. So just for the fun of it, I'll just quickly run you down through the ones I can already tell. Huh? No, we are good, we are good. I can already rule out due to that one. So we are at about 45, but definitely above 40. So we can, for example, already rule out the Dio, which is able to hunt at, when I remember correctly, 40. Once again, the Shade, because that one is able to hunt at 35. It's definitely an a late hunter. Okay. And unfortunately, that's already almost everything. By the way, anything out of the ordinary? Any twin actions? Any polter explosions? Nope. Okay. So, let's this time get hunted. Hi. Come on. Stop it. No. Definitely stop it. Get over here. Oh, you're already here. You're already here. Okay, okay. Oh. Yokai test? Not a yokai. Not a yokai. There we go. Oh. Okay. That one almost got me. But what can we tell about that one? Well, I cannot rule out the Fae because, well, maybe it's just a bit older Fae by now, so it is perfectly possible to just be... Ah, there we go. To just be a almost normal speed Fae, yeah, that's a thing. But, how old are you? That one works way better. Goodbye. So it was... Oh no, that was the hunt. This is perfectly fine. That was pretty much normal speed and, yeah, nothing out of the ordinary happened, so... Still the same age. We can rule out the Fae. Huh. Well, it was not a Moroi, because the Moroi would have been a bit faster by now. The Revenant, nope, that one as well. The Polter, I didn't see or hear anything. No Polter explosions. The Hantu, we can also rule that one out. The Yokai, we did the Yokai test. The Myling, Oh, you're already here, you're already here. Okay, okay. I haven't paid that much attention if it is a Myling or not. But it is not a Raichu because I lured it over into the kitchen where all the electronic equipment was and no speeding up because of the equipment, so we can also rule out the Raichu. Twin? No, that was perfectly normal speed, not 10% faster or slower, nothing, not the twins. Well, Oni, I'm really awful at telling Oni. If the ghost is too visible, that's usually not an issue that jumps up to me. The mare. Well, there is one thing you can test for if it is a mare or not by the light, because if the mare is in a dark area, the hunting threshold is a 60, and in a lit area it is a 40. But that one is a bit difficult. I couldn't see Obake, it is still in the same ghost room, so yeah, I think I'll just give it another try. Maybe I will recognize something. So let's just take a look if it is an Obake, loop it a little bit, and also check a little bit closer for the Oni. And another thing, let's go for the smudge timer, because after smudging the ghosts are unable to initiate another hunt for a set amount of time, which varies ghost by ghost. No, actually, it is pretty much always 120 seconds, except for the demon. The demon is able to hunt after 90 seconds, and the spirit has to wait 180 seconds. So that's also one way to rule out the spirit. Ah, there we go. Hey, Mr. Ghosty Pants, I need you here. Definitely not a yokai. And look at how quickly it's flickering. Okay, I couldn't see your barker, so pretty sure about that one. Miling? I don't think so. It's not about... yeah, hi. Dude, get some pens. That's not the way I want to get demonetized, okay? Oh, wait a... Oh. There we go. Did you just see that the ghost turned on a light? So that's the negative test for the mayor. We can rule out the mayor because the mayor is unable to turn on lights, no matter if the light is broken or whatever. So it seems like we don't even need to test for the sanity threshold. Well, it didn't hunt anyway, but here we go. So in that case, not a mayor turned on a light, only, well, two things, no, actually only one thing left to do. Check the smudge timer, so let's get hunted, smudge the ghost, and then see how long does it take for the ghost to initiate the next hunt. If it is less than 180 seconds, or 3 minutes as some people say it, then we can rule out the spirit, and after that one, it's either the UI, but I never had the UI's ability, or it's a Gorio, because it never changed its ghost room. Yeah, that's the only thing you can do to test for the Gorio. Hey, Mr. Ghosty Pants, get over here. There we go. Let's smudge the ghost. Oh, no. Okay. And I smudged at about 20, so okay. Now we just wait for the next hunt. Okay, and well, we already ruled that one out, that we are about to hit 60 seconds, which is the threshold for the demon. That one doesn't matter anymore. By the way, earlier I think I said 120 seconds for every other ghost. No. It is 90 seconds. Get some pens. And if you initiate the hunt before the 180 seconds, we can rule out the spirit. 20 seconds. There we go. Still 10 seconds until the smudge timer for the spirit ran out, so we can rule out the spirit. None of those. Perfect. So it's either the UI or the Gorio. Well, at this point it's no more about evidences, it's more about pointers. So it's more like an educated guess. But I never had the UI's ability. Yeah, I didn't spend so much time in the vicinity of doors, but I never had that door smashers, and I'm losing 25% sanity, so yeah, I don't think it's the UI. But there is another pointer. It never changed its ghost room. Oh, the hunt is actually pretty short. Anyway, and the thing is, the Gorio is unable to change its ghost room unless it is forced with the monkey paw. So I tend to say it is the Gorio. Still, educated guess, but the closest thing I can think of. Nope, I'm just really shitty at this game. It's a Myling. And I never realized it. The thing is, the Myling is, when the Myling is hunting, it is, the sound is fading in later, so the Myling is a bit more on the quiet side when hunting, and I just never got it. Okay, but I think at this point I'll do it even a little bit more different, because for some reason it just doesn't seem to work the way I would like it to. By the way, no fixed weather. Huh, nice. And once you have finally given up on the no evidence stuff, just go what is your room? The thing is, there are two ways to initiate a hunt with cursed possessions. You can either, well, just trigger them. For example, with the yes board, you can just say hide and seek, but that way you will get a cursed hunt, and the cursed hunt is double time, and and every hunt after the cursed hunt is going to be double the time as usual, and that can be a little bit difficult. But most cursed possessions have some sort of ability to put your sanity at the hunting threshold, which is a bit more convenient. So let's do it that way. What? Oh, is that a phantom? Hey, can you come back? Bang, bang, bang. Okay, pretty much normal speed. Get over here. Hey, 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 Mr. Ghosty Pants. Mr. Ghosty Pants. Come on, get over here. Yeah, I can hardly see it. Yeah, it spends more time being invisible than visible. That's a phantom. Screw this, I'll do it the easy way. There we go. 2 down, only 1 more to go. Pretty much normal speed. Is it another phantom? Is it just another phantom? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just another phantom. In that case, can you get me home? Thank you. Here we go,
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
I got it. So that means the entire time I tried my hardest to do all the tests and negative tests and passive tests and looked for behaviors and yada yada yada. And in the end, everything I needed to do is just run in 2 times, get a phantom, and okay, this is completely fair. Anyway, if I forgot something, just ask me in the comments, or yeah, this is perfectly fine. I probably have forgotten 1 or 2 of the ghosts and tests and whatnot, but anyway, I hope you could still learn something, even though I'm not 100% sure what it might have been. And I hope you had fun watching. Also, thank you for doing so, and I hope to see you again the next time. And until, have a great day.